Good morning and one love. Well, this is my second video, and I just wanted to come on and say that we had a very moving time at our very first tribute to Mamie and Emmett at the beginning of the year. And from there, we were invited to share at UT campus on Sunday. We will open up for the MLK Evening of the Arts. So we were excited about that. I would say that we have been just open to making sure that the audience stays engaged and that Dynamic Ray is moving throughout the poetry part of the production. So I don't want to really talk about it too much. I pray that you guys will tune in, to our YouTube channel or catch us on our Divine Urban Expressions, Felicia Uzi TikTok page. We're working on all the professional stuff that needs to be done, but I tell you something, that as an artist, that has been the biggest challenge for most artists, is doing, especially if you don't have all the funding yet. And then I realized that the money that you get will be used to outsource people so that you can continue to do your work. So until you have that money, you just got to do it yourself. And it's a little bit challenging to do when you're trying to get the actual project or the production down. So I'm one of the artists that use what I have. If I don't have funds, it doesn't mean I'm not going to do my job. It means I'm going to use what I got. That's what I learned. And so currently Dynamic Ray and we have been mixing our own music. We have been promoting our own stuff. We just develop our website, but that's with the help with another young talented king that will be doing that for us. But we are not paying $500 because at this current moment, we're working up. We are developing what we have. So this whole journey, just wanted to just bring y'all along with me. I just don't think that a lot of people really get the inside, like how it works. Like you don't just, automatically become, successful, famous. Now you can be successful with no money, but you don't automatically get all over the internet or get your stuff posted everywhere without the funds. And so you don't get the funds without doing the work. As an artist, you normally have to produce. You do. It's no normally. Whatever artist you are, whatever artist you are blessed to become, you would need to do the work first. So that is the same thing with the performing arts and the expressive arts. We do the work first. So we've been doing this for 18 years. 18 years, and majority of those years for me, it's just been being a mom and connecting, working odd jobs, until I was free enough to do more with Divine Urban Expressions. So now Ray is 18. So it's really been about 15 years since we've been in the community with this thing, and well, at least trying. And about over the past 5 to 8 years, been just trying to generate a little income. But 2024, we're going to do much more. We are touring. So the first step is to tour the tribute to Mamie and Emmett. And simply because the village needs to understand their part, that they are needed, especially if we are going to continue to spread hope amongst our youth. The village has to be empowered to join forces, to be in place like a basketball team, to take their position, to do what is needed to be a support system for any of the young artists that we are hoping would be spreading positive messages of life, love, just all those messages. It's a lot of L's that I thought about before. But the thing is, we cannot no longer continue to spread false hope. We can no longer tell kids to dream if we're not behind those dreams, because we tend to forget that we're not in the same time. Back in the day where things were very inexpensive, it cost money to dream. So we either can help them maneuver around that and still do and follow their dreams with or without the money, or we can put up, be ready to fund however much it costs for them to do it, or just help them to be positioned to get it themselves. Because if their YouTube channels are growing, they can be monetized. It's so many things that can happen. If they have the right messages, they can be in the community with me. And I'm sure there's several other organizations that will welcome an opportunity to compensate them for their positive messages. But the goal is to compensate them, to let them know that we hear them and that they don't have to leave a performance and go and sell drugs. They don't have to leave that performance and go and figure out where they're going to, what they're going to eat for that day. So there should be a show of love and sowing into their gifts so they can feel important and they can maneuver around the distractions and pay a phone bill. It's so many things that we need in this world to be okay, and stop acting like we don't need it. Stop doing that. And it's just so much. So anyway, the village is needed. It takes a village. So our goal is to strengthen the village around the young people. And that's what Mamie Till did. So my time is running out. For those of you who stayed to the end, who even watched this video, thank you so much. Still know that you guys are going to watch it. If you've seen me post and you didn't click on it, I know you came here because Oprah or one of the talk show hosts told you to, and I forgive you for waiting. But it is time. And this is for you. There is something that you need to do. You are the village. So step up. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for doing what has been in your spirit to do. You have the power. It's in you. If you spent all your time in church since you was young, you know what to do. So do it, boo. You got it. Do it. You've been training. Do what Jesus did. Don't just talk about it. Be him. Don't just celebrate Dr. King. Walk like him. Do it. That is what both of those amazing prophets were trying to get you to understand. It wasn't for you to pass the baton back to them. They're not here. So what they were doing was preparing you to move in their absence. It doesn't make sense to have an MLK parade every year in the cold weather where everybody comes together in love. But throughout the year, nobody's stepping up. Nobody is feeling the importance unless they got a grant to make stuff happen. Be like Mamie Till. Be moved. Do what you can. The smallest thing that you can do. The smallest thing you can do might be to direct a mother who has troubled children to services that are free. That might be the best thing you can do. Offer a ride or find a church that have a van. These are the smallest things that you can do. If you don't have the time, then you have the money. By all means, you don't have to give a lot. Just be a blessing. Pay for somebody's dance class. Pay for somebody's acting class. Everybody that goes to church, kudos to you. But those funds could be used to bless a family that need counseling. Think about it. That family that needs something can be used, those funds can be used for a particular thing that can benefit that family. You might have to set it up or just direct them to an organization that can help them. So there's so many things. And as we prepare for our second performance on tomorrow, we hope that if you live in Knoxville, you can come out and support. We do have a Cash App, but I just know that nobody gives. And it's okay. I haven't lost hope. I just don't want you to just give. I want you to come to one of our shows. And if you are moved by the show, then give. Your contribution will help me to help Dynamic Ray and all of the artists who come to all of our showcases. I do pay them, y'all. I pay them because they need things as artists. Dancers need clothes. Artists, musicians need beats. They need record. They need studio time. There's so many things that is needed for them to sow into their craft. So I know for you who didn't know that, I'm just letting you know. So that's all I want to say. I always want to leave with some type of poem. And I just want to maybe share this one. In the scheme of things, what is our responsibility? Should we solely rely on God to relieve our sufferings? If we are encouraged not to blame Him for our wrongdoings, why then we contingent on expecting Him to mend the world that we are content on ruining. If we are truly made in His image, why do we underestimate our power to heal, create, destroy, and break? It appears that when examining scriptures, it's human nature to pick and choose. But why not give equal consideration to all of God's rules? And knowing that God defines all that is good, we can start to incorporate accountability into our own livelihood, as insisting that the devil made us do it. Well, it seems to me it's our responsibility to combine our inner strength with our knowledge of good and evil to ensure that in balancing both, the end result is peace and harmony. If we are truly made in His image, why do we underestimate our power to heal, create, destroy, and break, and thus respond in love and build back up? So it is. One love. All right.